China built something that shouldn't exist. China just revealed something that shouldn't exist. A vessel that breaks every rule of naval design. Part submarine, part surface ship, part something we've never seen before. The first clear photograph of this craft started circulating just days ago, and naval analysts around the world are scrambling to understand what they're looking at, because this isn't just another warship. This is a hybrid, a trimaran-hulled vessel painted black, roughly 210 feet long, sitting in the water at what appears to be the Huangpu shipyard in Guangzhou province, and it has features that make no sense on a surface ship. A submarine-style sail rises from its deck. Depth marks are painted on the hull, and the sail itself, the kind you only see on vessels designed to go underwater. What appears to be a pump jet propulsor sits at the rear, the same silent propulsion system used on the most advanced nuclear submarines in the world. This thing isn't just designed to float. It's designed to disappear. For months, this vessel has been hiding under tarpaulins, visible only in satellite imagery as a mysterious shape at the Chinese shipyard. Analysts knew something unusual was being built. They could see the trimaran hull configuration, the slender, efficient shape. But nobody knew exactly what it looked like until now. And now that we can see it, the questions have only multiplied. The most striking thing about this vessel is what it appears to be capable of doing. The depth marks suggest it can operate fully submerged, or very nearly so. That sail with its snorkel or antenna mast is pure submarine, but the trimaran hull with its outriggers is pure surface ship, designed for stability and efficiency while traveling on top of the water. This is a vessel that can do both: travel efficiently on the surface when stealth isn't critical, then sink beneath the waves when it needs to disappear. Surface ships are easy to track. Submarines are hard to find. China appears to be building something that can switch between both modes at will. The pump jet propulsion makes this even more significant. Traditional propellers create cavitation at high speeds, tiny bubbles that collapse and create noise. That noise is a death sentence for any vessel trying to hide from enemy sonar. Pump jets eliminate that problem. They allow a vessel to move quickly and quietly at the same time. Whatever this thing is, China built it to be silent. The trimaran hull design itself deserves attention. Unlike a conventional monohull ship, a trimaran has a main central hull flanked by two smaller outrigger hulls. This configuration provides exceptional stability, reduced drag, and the ability to carry more weight for a given length. Trimarans can achieve higher speeds with less fuel consumption than traditional designs. Several navies have experimented with trimaran warships, including the United States with its Independence-class littoral combat ships, but none of them were designed to submerge. What China has done here is take an efficient surface hull form and engineer it to operate underwater. That's an extraordinary technical challenge. Submarines need pressure hulls to withstand the crushing force of water at depth. Surface ships need buoyancy and stability on the waves. Combining both requirements in a single vessel requires solving problems that most naval architects have never even attempted. The fact that China appears to have solved them suggests a level of engineering sophistication that should concern Western navies. This isn't a crude experiment. The clean lines, the professional construction, the integration of submarine and surface ship features all point to a serious program with substantial resources behind it. So what is it actually for? That's where this gets interesting, because there are several theories and each one points to a different kind of threat. The first and most persistent theory is that this is an arsenal ship. For years, rumors have circulated that China is developing an uncrewed or minimally crewed vessel packed with missiles, cruise missiles for striking land targets, anti-ship missiles for destroying enemy fleets. The idea is simple but terrifying. A vessel with no crew doesn't need life support systems, crew quarters, galleys, or medical facilities. All that space can be filled with weapons instead. An arsenal ship could lurk beneath the surface, nearly undetectable, then rise just enough to launch its payload before disappearing again. It could provide additional firepower for Chinese surface combatants without exposing human sailors to danger. In a conflict over Taiwan or in the South China Sea, a fleet of these vessels could multiply China's missile capacity exponentially. The problem with this theory is that nobody has identified a vertical launch system on the deck. Arsenal ships need VLS cells to launch their missiles. So far, there's no clear evidence this vessel has them. That doesn't mean they aren't there, hidden or not yet installed, but it means we can't confirm the Arsenal ship theory yet. The second theory is that this vessel is a mothership for drones. Instead of missiles, its internal volume could be filled with unmanned aerial vehicles. Ukraine has pioneered the use of drones launched from small vessels in its war with Russia, and China may be scaling that concept up dramatically. A semi-submersible drone carrier could travel undetected to a launch position, surface just long enough to release a swarm of aerial drones, then submerge again before the enemy can respond. The drones could be vertical takeoff and landing types, which wouldn't need a runway. Or they could be launched from rails using rocket boosters, like the Iranian-designed Shahed drones that have caused so much destruction in Ukraine. Imagine a vessel that can approach within striking distance of an enemy fleet or coastline completely undetected, unleash dozens of attack drones, and then vanish. That's what this could be. The third theory is more conventional, but equally concerning. This vessel could be designed to transport special operations forces. Semi-submersible craft are incredibly useful for moving soldiers covertly through contested waters. The United States Navy operates its own low-profile special operations craft, the Combatant Craft Heavy, for exactly this purpose. China has extensive territorial claims in the South China Sea, including islands and reefs that could require rapid, covert reinforcement in a crisis. A vessel that can travel on the surface in friendly waters, then submerge to penetrate contested zones, would be extraordinarily valuable for inserting special forces or small military units. And then there's the fourth possibility. This vessel might simply be a test bed. China has a long history of building experimental ships to explore new technologies and concepts. The People's Liberation Army Navy operates numerous vessels officially designated for research, development, testing, and training. This trimaran could be China's way of figuring out whether hybrid submersible surface ships are worth pursuing at scale. If that's the case, what we're seeing isn't a weapon, it's a prototype. A proof of concept for an entire new class of vessels that could follow. What makes this vessel so unnerving is what it represents about the direction of naval warfare. For over a century, there has been a clear division. Surface ships operate on top of the water. Submarines operate beneath it. Each type has advantages and disadvantages. Surface ships are faster and can carry more weapons, but they're vulnerable to detection and attack. Submarines are stealthy and survivable, but they're slower and limited in what they can carry. This Chinese vessel blurs that line. It suggests a future where the distinction between surface ship and submarine no longer applies, where vessels can choose their domain based on the tactical situation, where an enemy never knows if the contact they're tracking is going to stay on the surface or suddenly disappear into the depths. That's a nightmare for naval planners. Anti-submarine warfare and anti-surface warfare require different sensors, different weapons, different tactics. A vessel that can be either or both forces an enemy to prepare for every possibility simultaneously. The strategic implications extend far beyond the vessel itself. If China can build one of these, it can build dozens. A fleet of hybrid submersible arsenal ships or drone carriers operating in the Taiwan Strait would fundamentally change the calculus of any military intervention. American carrier strike groups would face threats they've never trained against. Taiwanese defenses would need to track contacts that could be surface ships one moment and submarines the next, and the technology won't stay with China forever. Once a concept is proven, others will follow. Russia, Iran, North Korea, and eventually non-state actors could pursue similar designs. The seas could become far more dangerous places when you can never be certain what's lurking just below the surface. The timing of this revelation is also significant. China is engaged in the largest naval buildup since World War II. The People's Liberation Army Navy has already surpassed the United States Navy in total number of ships. Chinese shipyards are launching new vessels at a pace that Western nations cannot match. This hybrid submersible is just one piece of a much larger puzzle, one element of a comprehensive strategy to dominate the Western Pacific. There's still so much we don't know. We don't know if this vessel is crewed or uncrewed. The submarine-style sail could accommodate a small crew, but it could also house automated systems and sensors. We don't know its actual diving depth or how long it can remain submerged. We don't know what weapons or cargo it carries. We don't even know if it's operational or still undergoing testing. What we do know is that China built it, that it exists, that the most advanced naval power in the Western Pacific is experimenting with concepts that no other navy has deployed. The photograph that revealed this vessel to the world is just the beginning. More imagery will emerge. Intelligence analysts will study every pixel. Eventually, we'll understand what this black-painted trimaran is designed to do. But for now, it remains one of the most mysterious vessels afloat. A hybrid that breaks the rules, a ship that can become a submarine, a surface vessel that can disappear. China has built something new, and the world is still trying to figure out what it means.